So in line 7 here, is that a question? No? Okay. Line 7 here, we've got our own style sheet link. We're going to put in the Bootstrap style sheet link before that. The reason we're putting that before our link is actually, the reason this is called CSS is because it's cascading style sheets and they apply in order. So we want Bootstrap things to happen first and any styling we add on top to come afterwards. So we put that one before. So we're going to add that style sheet into our header of our document. It's not going to be visible, but it will allow Bootstrap things to happen. Now, if I run that, apart from the message I put in here because I forgot there was chat in REPL, you can see that we have a slightly different font happening for our content that we have in there at the moment, and that's because we are, instead of using the default Times New Roman, we've actually started to pick up the Bootstrap styling, and so we know that something's happened. So if you click if you add that in and then run that, you'll see the difference. And what I'll do is I'll give you the style sheet link to put into your pages. Let me just find the right window. So I'll just put that in the Google Meets chat. And you can copy that and put that into your head of your document, so you will be picking up the styling. So if you can do that and then just let me know in the chat that you're done, and we can then move along. Okay.
Please ask a question.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean. I think I came in at the same time as you. Then it's always really difficult, isn't it, to understand?
Yeah, no, that's fine. You carry on. I
didn't need to cut you off. I was just going to ask. You know the link tag.
Yeah.
So it's got an open and close tag on line 8, like the parentheses, but on 7 the closing tag is different. So it doesn't have the backslash in front of it. So can you just explain why that is?
Yes. So here we've got a kind of exception to the rule where we have always having tags in pairs. And in line 8, they have added a kind of compensation for this, which is the little / there, which makes it into a self-closing tag. So we don't need a kind of link tag because it's empty. There's no content inside it. It's just attributes. But this is in their automatic setup, but they haven't done that where they could have done for example, line 4 and line 5, where there's empty tags as well, the meta tags that don't have any content. For what we're doing, it will make no difference at all to the document. But if you start using other libraries, then it can actually cause failures if we don't have a closing tag. So things like React, which is a JavaScript library that we used to do some front-end design things with, will actually not work if you include tags without this self-closing part on the end. But actually, for what we're doing, we can either have it or not have it, and it makes no difference apart from it not being very consistent if it's not there where we have the tags differently.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's really useful. So like someone like me who's quite new to coding, until I sort of understand the difference a bit better, would you say always go with like a closing tag?
Yeah, I'd normally put those in, particularly because you may eventually go on to using some kind of frameworks and things that will mean that it will break if you don't have them. So it's a good practice to have those closing tags in. But it's certainly good to know why they are, because probably one that you might see in other people's code a lot is you'll either see BR with a closing tag or BR without it, which essentially do the same thing. But it's good to know that they are the same thing, and it's just there's the kind of self-close tag on the one in line 13 and not on the line in 1 and 14, just because then you can kind of understand what's going on a bit better.
Yeah. No, thank you. I've not started playing with things like on the to-do list, I think.
Yeah, it's something we do cover in our bootcamp. So we do kind of normally suggest that's a really good thing to add in. I hadn't noticed that it had been added automatically on one link and not on some of the others, which is weird because they've added them themselves. But there we are.